Get your act together, Buck. You about to be on YouTube. You're gonna be famous. Look at here now. I ain't gonna put up with that crap. You stand there tall like a man. You hear me? Well, hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. And this is my buddy Buck right here. So be sure and give him a shout out in the comments and tell him welcome to the channel. Brother, in the world is wrong with your horn? Let's go get you fixed up, man. You're gonna be on YouTube and you're gonna be famous and people gonna be looking at you, and you gotta get your horns right. You understand me? Try to give old Buck here a life-saving surgery. Not a life-changing surgery. He's not that kind of a buck. And it just didn't work out. Put a little too much air in his horn and I popped it, and I tried to tape it back together and it just ain't gonna work. Come on, Buck. You gotta do better than that, brother. So I reckon Buck will just have to be a one-horn buck today. Just ain't gonna work out, I don't believe. There's a big old 100-acre plot of land right here, and there's no doubt in my mind it's loaded with deer. And as you can see right here, I got my pansies planted, and deer love to eat pansies, love to just mow them down to the ground. So I need to protect them. So I got a few different things I've used over the years, and I want to. Do you mind? Be quiet, please. So I got a few things I've used over the years. I'm gonna show you. Some work, some don't. Some I've had okay. Dude, be quiet while I'm talking. Sorry about that. Do what? Whoops. Buck here was just saying he wants you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. He wants you to tell all his buddies that the chances of Buck making it through this entire video is not real good. Old Buck. Man, you really gotta get that ear fixed, man. Horn, antler, rack. What about that? A lot of these deer repellent type products. Yep. I'm standing in the front yard talking to a blow-up deer, and a dude just pulled up in his truck. This is gonna be quite embarrassing. I know it's not what it looks like. So one of the things with these deer deterrents or deer away type products and stuff is it has to do with smell or taste. You know, where the deer might nibble on the pansies and get a bad taste in his mouth, and he remembers it and he just don't want to come back. Or, you know, deer have a real keen sense of smell, so if it has a unpleasant odor or a human type odor or something along those lines, the deer would smell it and not want to come back. So we need to put this stuff to the test and give you kind of a real world smelling. Of course, I'm not going to smell it because I know what it smells like, but we're going to take it in here and let Sadie smell it and get her initial first reaction to all of it, and we'll see what she thinks. I'll be right back now, don't you go nowhere. So, this is Sadie. A lot of you call into the office and ask questions and things like that, and this is who you get, Miss Sadie. All right, so I'm doing a video on deer repellent stuff that keeps deer away from plants and flowers and stuff like that. And the two things that the way it makes it work is taste and smell. You know, when you eat something and you don't like it, typically you're not going to go back, right? If it burns your mouth or something like that. So this is uncut. First time, I want you to smell this stuff and you tell me.
Okay.
We want to get your honest first opinion. Of course, she's not a deer, so it's not going to affect her. It's not going to affect the deer like it would her, but this will give you an idea of the aroma that this stuff has. All right, this one is Critter Ritter. Nothing.
Doesn't get, no.
It has zero smell to it. I'm not sure how these guys do it. It's some type of an invisible scent or something, but it has no smell whatsoever. I've actually had really good luck with these in the past, and it comes with this little thing and this little wire thing, and you basically stick it in the end, straighten out the wire like that, and you stick it in the ground. And when the wind blows, it takes the scent, and the deer, evidently the deer can smell it because it has zero odor. But I have had good luck with it. All right, this one is Deer Stopper 2 Pleasant to Use Formula. So we'll see how pleasant this is. And just so you know the ingredients on this, and it don't catch you by surprise, clove oil, cinnamon oil, and something whole egg solids, whatever that is.
I'm worried. Smells like Christmas.
Dang, it does smell like Christmas.
It's like eggnog.
Yeah, it does. So that's actually not bad. This particular one, I have never used it before. I have zero experience with it. Deer Stopper 2. That actually kind of smells good. Heck, I'd probably want to eat that. You know what I mean? All right, I have used liquid fence before, the liquid and the granular, and I've had pretty good luck with it. This is the granular that you pour out on the ground. Go ahead. That's kind of rough, ain't it? Yeah. So if I were a deer, I would not want to be around this right here, because that's incredibly rough. Garlic and some kind of oil and whole eggs and other ingredients. I think the other ingredients is the part that, yeah. So here's the same thing in the liquid version. Let me be super careful opening this. I do not want to spill it on myself. All right. Ah, snap. Had a gag a maggot, wasn't it? No. Holy cow. You want another one? No. Dude, this is really, really rough. I mean, it's like it run a buzzard off a gut wagon. I ain't kidding you. That's some stinking stuff right there. Yeah, from Christmas to hell, I guess is what that one would be, you know what I mean? Because this stuff is rough. Deer and rabbit repellent liquid fence, but I've actually used this one and it does a really good job. The trick with any of the liquids is, most of them you have to spray them every 30 days unless it rains. Then you have to apply it right after it rains, because obviously rain's gonna wash it off or dilute the smell or something like that. So anyway, thank you for being a guinea pig. Another thing is this wildlife netting. This works really good because it creates like a physical barrier on the plant. And of course I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna actually put this on my flowers out there. And we're gonna put some of the granular and we're gonna put some of the spray, because I don't want no deer anywhere around mine. And then at the end of the video, we'll get to the surefire way to make sure the deer will never eat your plants again. Buck, get out of my flowers. So this right here is the granular version of liquid fence, and all of this stuff you can pick it up at Lowe's or Home Depot. That's actually where I bought mine. And I'm just gonna give it a good shake all in between the plants, kind of create a border around the outside of the bed. Oh man, this stuff stinks. And the spray is very easy to use. Oh my gosh, the wind just blew it back on me. I'm just gonna coat the plant. Not gonna hurt the plant one bit. Get out of the way, Buck. So this is the netting right here. I'm simply rolling it out to the right length that I need. And come in here and cut it. Now I actually got this netting at Lowe's, and when you unroll it, it actually is doubled over. So it's pretty wide, and typically you would need 2 people to put this on. It's kind of whooping me right now. But, ooh, there we go. We use lawn posting signs when we do an application to a yard, and this is the little sign holder, and that's all I use to hold the netting up. But even this close, you can't see the netting. You know, that's probably a question you might have is, hey, can you see the netting? Is it you know, ugly? Does it stand out? But I mean, you have to get right up on it to actually even be able to see it. When you get back here, there's no way you can see it. And at a distance, you can forget it. I mean, even when we zoom in, you just can't see the netting. So the netting is gonna actually create a physical, real barrier between the flower and Buck. So when Buck goes to eat on it, he's gonna come in contact with the netting. You know, that's gonna make it pretty difficult for him to get to the plant. Now, obviously, if Buck is hungry enough, he could just plow right through that. But in all my years of planting pansies, I've yet to see buck or any other deer make its way through the netting and get to the flower. It seems to be a really, really good deterrent. It's about that time, brother. Now, some other kind of old school ways you could do this is red pepper flakes. I've heard folks using red pepper flakes and shaking it out. Like a real strong smelling bar soap, like ivory soap or something like that. Come out here and, you know, take your pocket knife and shave off a little bit in there. And I personally have never used either one of those, so I don't know. I just know that, you know, I've heard people talk about it in the past. And then again, the products I mentioned before, I've had pretty good success with them. They tend to work pretty good. The thing that you really got to remember is the liquid products, and even the granular to some extent. If it rains, you have to reapply it. I think that's where people mess up a lot of the times. They, you know, spray their plants down, and then a week later they get this, you know, crazy amount of rain or any rain, and it just kind of washes the product off. It washes the smell away. It dilutes the smell, and then, you know, not long after that, the deer start eating, and they wonder why the product didn't work. I really, really appreciate you taking one for the team. I really do. So the sprays, the red pepper flakes, the granular, the netting, if none of that works, if Buck is just incredibly persistent, there is one surefire way to make sure Buck does not eat your plants ever again. Buck, what are you doing, bruh? Can't you see me standing right here and you still trying to eat my flowers? Say hello to my little friend. And that is a surefire way to make sure Buck will never eat your pansies again. As always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch, and I'll check you later.